Hello and happy Thursday. I am very undecided tonight what I want to make. I've had a long day and I think we're gonna play with some fun colors out of the Playing with Patterns designer series paper. So this is something that I don't have the matching stamp set for it yet, but the designer series paper is pretty. So, and it has purple posy in it, which is one of my favorite colors because it's purple. So it's Calypso Coral, Coastal Cabana, Crushed Curry, Night of Navy, Purple Posy, and Whisper White. So I'm just trying to get this, there we go, so I can see any comments. Alright, so here are the patterns. There's lots going on. Hi, Vicky. So I really like all the patterns and the watercolor wash type deal with this designer paper. So it's lots of fun. So it's always hard sometimes to pick what color, what sheet you're going to use. And the next hardest part is choosing a stamp set. And because I want chocolate right now, I think we're going to use the Nothing's Better Than stamp set. Like I said, I'm not sure what I want to do tonight. Love You More Dies is the one that matches with the stamp set. So we'll use that tonight as well. Oh, and I found my adhesive sheets. So these are, I think, 6 by 12, roughly 6, 12, something like that, in size. Let's see. Yep, 6 by about 12. That are great when you're doing die cutting. So that would be perfect for these words. So we're going to use this tonight because I completely forgot about that the other day. All right, I'm going to do Night of Navy for my card base. So I grabbed that here out of my, oh, I even have one all ready to go. There we go. Out of my filing cabinet. And I think I kind of like this one here. This one's calling to me tonight. To put that on there, and I think we might need to have a coordinating piece. Wow, look at the back of that one. Look at the back. The Crushed Curry, Night of Navy, Purple Posy. I think I like the other sides better. All right. Oh, sorry, you really couldn't see all that. I forgot that it was a little bit high up on the camera. All right. So maybe I'll use some of this solid. Maybe not. Maybe that's too much watercolor wash. That's okay. I'll just grab some Purple Posy, I think, to go with this. And I want to do a die cut. Not of the Love You More dies, but of something else. So let's grab that. Like the Stitch So Sweetly. I've been using the Stitch So Sweetly dies a lot lately because I love these sweet little frames. So I think I'm going to use that. Something like that. Okay, I'm going to cut my paper first. So grab my trimmer. And because this is, our card front is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I think I want this piece of paper, designer paper, to be, I think I'm going to make a portrait card. So I'm thinking ahead before I cut. Cocktails with this paper, that may work. Like it. So because I want it to be a portrait card, I want the lines to go this way. If you're going to maybe make a landscape card, you may want the lines to go this way. So before you cut your paper, think about how you want it to look. So we're going to do 4 inches by 5 1/4. So that will create a proper little edge all the way around my card base. Just like so. Like that. And then I'm just going to trim this piece down so I don't put a huge piece through. It's not that big a deal to put a bigger piece through the stamp cut and emboss machine. But we'll just cut this down. Alright. And roll over my Rust Gog cart. Move this trimmer out of the way. And I'm the fabulous new Stamp Cut and Emboss. Alright. So we'll cut. And if I do it properly, I can just trim off the top part and I can have a frame for another card. Get a 2-for-1. Alright, and it just slides right through. If you haven't seen me talking about this before, it will be available to customers starting September 1st. And it comes with all the plates you need. So it's very similar to the Big Shot. We have the base, the die plate, and the 2 cutting pads. And then it also comes with the specialty plate, which is what you'd use for your thicker embossing folders. Alright, I leave mine because you can fold up these. I leave it open to put on the top of my rubber dog, and that way it's ready to go whenever I am. Alright, so we're going to put that there. Now we're going to need some white to be able to do some stamping. So Vicky suggested cocktails, so I kind of like that idea. So we'll get some cocktails stamped on that piece. And then I think this one was Bermuda Bay, wasn't it? Or Costa Cabana. They're so similar. Oops. I hit something. Okay. Coastal Cabana. Okay. I think I'm going to grab some Coastal Cabana for the word. And use that with the adhesive sheet. Alright, so we don't need a big, huge piece. We can just use that. Alright. So, for my stamping these days, instead of using the, whoops. Sorry, my drawer didn't close. Instead of using the grid paper, which is awesome because it's really big, it's great for scrapbooking, I'm using the deluxe foam mat from the Stamparatus. So it's something that is washable and easy to clean. Same thing type of deal, and it's small. So I can take it anywhere with me. Or if I have my Stamparatus with me, I have an extra one. So I have 2 of these, one with the Stamparatus and one for me to use. So then if I just take my Stamparatus, I have a nice little spot to work with as well. Alright, so cocktails. So I always put the photopolymer down. And the other great thing with the deluxe foam mat is photopolymer doesn't have that foam on it to have, oh, where's the center? To have it stamped properly. Sorry, I'm looking at the stamps going, where's the piece for the inside there? Sorry. So anyhow, these don't have the foam, so this makes it easier to stamp. So if you find that you have a difficulty getting a proper crisp image with your photopolymer stamps, using the deluxe foam mat is a great way to protect against that. There we go. Then I gotta find my chamois. And this one I've just cut in half. So if you've watched me create before, this thing has been around since 2018 and has been well loved. And you just rinse it out with water. Alright, so I think I'm going to use some Bermuda Bay. Oh, sorry. It's Coastal Cabana. Don't know why I keep saying Bermuda Bay. I guess Bermuda Bay is one of my favorite colors, but so is Coastal Cabana. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp off so that my drink, you can also use Pool Party or something else, but this way it's just a shade of the same color that's in the designer paper. And then we'll clean this up with the chamois and put that back. Okay, so before I go and bring out the cutting machine again, we're just going to clean up a little because I need to trim a piece of this adhesive sheet so that way I can cut out the word cocktail. So there are 12 sheets in this pack, and it will take a long time for me to use this up. So I'm just going to cut that off at about 1 inch. And I probably don't need it that long. Okay, let's check. What's the size of this word? Cocktails. So, grab that cutter again. So we can trim up these to 2 3/4. Just roughly. Cut both of them at the same time, it's not a problem. I did trim my, good, you can see it in the video. I did trim this down just a little bit, just so that way it's not hanging over the edge. And what you do is just fold over the one corner and pull it back and figure out which side is the sticky side. So that's the sticky side. And then it is very sticky. Put that down. It's nice to have a bone folder or something to score that on there. Just so that way it'll be easier to pull off the backing once you have it die cut. All right. So we're going to cut both out at the same time. So you want to make sure that your adhesive sheet is facing down when cutting out your images. So that way the word looks right when you go to put it on your card. And then a little die cut for the cocktail. And then run this through. Make sure to always hold up here. Oops. Dang. I should have stopped. It moved. That's okay. I can quickly do another one of those. I wasn't paying attention. Alright. Quickly stamp another one of these cocktails. Sometimes that's why I stamp two. So that way I don't have to worry about making mistakes like this. I already have two stamped ready to go. But that's okay. Fix that up. It's not as pretty as the first one, but that's okay. Let's try this again. Oh, where'd my die cut go? I put it back. Good, good. It's always good to put things back. So that way, excuse me, that way you can find them again. Put this up here. Make sure to hold up at the top. Yay, that one looked like it did it the proper way this time. All right. We all make mistakes. It's all fixable. All right, so put this away. And pull back the card. So then we can start putting it all together. Now I wonder if I want to do some embellishment on this card. Whether I want to add some white seam binding ribbon, maybe, or nah. I don't think it'll add anything, so I'm not going to add any ribbon. I think I will add some gems or something. So we'll just put that away for now. Alright, so I'm going to grab the multi-purpose glue. It's just paper. Exactly. It's just paper. Alright. center this piece on my card base, like so. Oh, and I need to stamp a little bit more. So we're going to put this cocktail drink using the mini dimensionals. Put that on there. So that's going to go here somewhere. And then the cocktail word is going to go down here. Something like this, I think. And then what do we want to put with it? Because there's lots of words you can choose. So maybe I should say cocktails because adulting is hard. I like that. That sounds like a good thing for this week. I'm glad tomorrow is Friday. I don't know about you. It might be time to have a drink and sit at the campfire tomorrow night. That sounds like a great Friday night plan. All right, is this... Okay, this block G is big enough for the stamp. And so then we're going to switch it up and put cocktails up here. And this, hopefully, what do we do here? Trying to decide where I should stamp my sentiment. Whether I put, because adulting is hard, cocktails, or I think we'll do cocktails up here. Adulting is hard. Yeah, something like that. All right. Grab my stamping pad here. I like using the lines to try and get my stamping kind of sort of straight. Let's see how that works. Whoops. Did I get ink on me? Nope. Yay. All right, time to put this together the rest of the way. So put a little bit of glue on the back of this. I'm going to put it over here a little bit. And then we're going to put our, whoops, knock over the glue. Don't need that anymore because everything else has adhesive on it already. So take off the backing off here. And remember, you don't need to take off all the adhesive backing. At least 2 or 3 is good. And, all right. I left this on here because it didn't cut all the way through. Sometimes I leave it on just to make sure. But I like that it doesn't cut all the way through, at least this time it didn't, because I can kind of pull it up like it's a sticker, a little bit easier. So, kind of, sort of, maybe not. There we go. But this way I don't lose the I as well. And this makes the words a little more stiff, so that way they don't bend as easily as well with that adhesive on the back. Okay. Just see how I want all this to go. So I think I want this to go here, like so. And then I will put this here. There we go. And the little I is always one of the hardest things to put down. All right, let's see if I can do this. Oops. There we go. All right, so I can put my little die back. and grab up my embellishments. Now, I bought Playing with Patterns resin dots. So these are just the right colors. Come on, get out of the bag. There we go. So these are just the right colors to match this project. So I think I'm going to use a couple of these. Does it say what color? No, it doesn't. In the catalog, I know it does, or the catalog, it does say, whoopsie, what colors. Okay, put that there. And I think we'll put the little guy. And I think we'll do one other little guy. Just to make a corner. Oops. Hopefully you can see me. Sorry. Whoopsie. There we go. Just down there. Just a little thing. Just in the corner. There we go. So there is my cocktails card, which I think will be perfect for tomorrow. To go with this week. And using the Nothing's Better Than stamp set with the matching Love You More dies and the Playing with Patterns designer series paper. So thank you for joining me tonight, and I hope that you can join me next Thursday for my next live. And if you haven't already, our next crop is on September 12th. Registration closes this coming Sunday. So it's something that if you'd like a class to go, and then join us online on Facebook for some fun crafting and alternatives. The cost is $28, or to buy the PDF is $18. So see you all later. Have a good night.